My name is Charles Wiggins. I'm a student and artist. My primary form of expression is visual art, but I'm also interested in sound design and music. Within visual arts, I do collage, digital illustration, and photography. I feel like I'm mostly inspired by art that exists or media that exists or other artists. I started off being inspired strictly by cartoons, and that's what I wanted to do. But around when I started college, I got into making like hand-cut collage, and that kind of opened up this whole world of like texture being really important to me, and also like the notion of sampling, of like taking bits of people's work out of context and repurposing them. So I take a lot of inspiration from like surrealism, abstract art, sci-fi movies, experimental music. I really like David Lynch's movies. From real life, I'm influenced and inspired by like the five senses, just like the things that I hear and smell and look at when I go outside. To me, like aesthetic is narrative, and that's what I go by when I make stuff. That's the story I'm telling is the way that it's drawn and the way that it looks, rather than straight up what it is, what's being depicted, the subject matter, the themes. That comes out of the aesthetic. I think like my visual language is kind of born out of anxiety, because it's a little bit scattered, it's a little bit messy, or even at times a little bit too anal or a little bit too like OCD. Some edges are clean and some things are messy. So I think it reflects my anxiety in that way. But I don't think that means that everybody who looks at it should take it seriously, because I don't think you would look at it and on the surface know that it's about anxiety. That just is like how it's created, is that it comes out of that. But I'm happy for it to mean anything to anybody who looks at it, because I think wholly it's an aesthetic like exploration more than anything else. It might not seem like it, but yeah, comedy is a really big influence for me. I guess you would call it like alternative comedy or cringe comedy. Things that are uncomfortable to some, I think is funny. I like absurd stuff and irony. It probably doesn't come across in my work, because my work a lot of times doesn't even have characters in it. It's just maybe abstract, but I don't know. I think certain kinds of like shapes or forms can be comedic. I have a handful of pieces that I've made that are like have elements of photography that's been manipulated, handmade collage elements, and then like doodling or digital illustration, like all kind of combined. This is the stuff I'm most proud of, is when I'm able to mesh those two. I don't like keeping them so segregated, but it just sometimes my mind separates the kind of cut out art from actually drawing, but I think it produces really cool results when you mix them together. I think everything is absurd. I'm an absurd person. I think everything is silly and stupid. So I think I just want to make stuff that is interesting to look at, maybe makes you laugh or think it's gross or something. It's not serious. It's often not saying anything. I like surrealism, I like absurdism. I just like doing things that escape from, where I live and the boring life that I have. I like to do things that are escapism.